All right. Good morning, everybody. Get it started. Hope everyone's having a fantastic. What's today? It's already today, Friday. It is Friday. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. Let's get into it. Let's zoom in on this real quick. Boom. What am I missing? Oh, my light. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Well, my light's dead. I thought I charged it last night. I guess I didn't. Well, good morning. Welcome to this stream. Hopefully we can get a good trading day today. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. Exactly. Drop a like. Let's get it. Let's get active. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but look at this daily candle, right? Chat. I feel like the best thing would be going into this daily fair value gap here, right? This would be the best thing. If you look at NQ, we don't have that daily gap, so a little bit difficult in terms of bias. Because like if I'm looking at the bias for both indices, for ES, I would want to see a daily fair value gap tap. NQ though, right? I mean, has lows here from early March, so I'll look for sell side on NQ and then buy side for ES, which is kind of whack. Look at the 4-hour. Not much at all. Look at the 1-hour. We'll play the bias off this. So 1-hour currently has a fair value gap. We'll play the bias off this. We'll mark out our overnight lows here. So either these lows or these highs, that's what I'm looking at. But knowing the market, we're probably not going to take out either of them. So gotta wait and see. Yeah, I mean it's the same. It's the same one. It's the same one. ES. So we'll see what happens out of this hourly fair value gap. The way the market has been moving, like we could even inverse this hourly and then come right back down. That's the issue with this week overall. So we'll be scalping today, like 30-40 points, and that's it. Powell speaks tomorrow on a Saturday. That's interesting. That is interesting. Day pound a weekend is wild work. Right, all right. How has you guys' week been so far? I am actually red on the week. Womp womp womp. I'm red on the week. Unfortunate. I said 80% higher terms of lower fee. Never seen it. That's what I'm saying. There's hourly gap though. Hey, BE on this type of these conditions is a huge win, bro. Up 3R, nice. Fire, that's fire. I think if I was like I should have stick to scalping this week because it was an okay like scalping range, right, on the lower time frame. But how much are you down this week? I think I'm down like 45,000 on this week on my lives. Roughly 45K. Like on my options account and all that. My lucid down, FTMO up. Nice. Good morning, Sway. Good morning, Sway. Prop shifting early live. What should we do? I mean, that's a great question. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out the look, bro. I like to trade props in a way where it's like I maximize everything. So we'll see. I gotta figure out what's the best approach to props moving people live early. Like, how can we maximize that? How big's your live? I usually start with 40 to 50K. I run it up to like 100 something K. Like, we're up like last week, I think it was like 85, something like that. It was crazy. So it is what it is, bro. It's not big. Yeah, I saw the 24-hour shifting. I don't know how good that is. I don't think that's a good thing, but we'll see how it goes. All right, stream health is good. Let's check the chat, make sure we're good. All right, everyone's chilling. All right, currently, like I said, in that hourly gap, not a lot of fair value here. I was looking for basically like a lower time frame inversion. Super chop, because you guys can see like all these IFPGs and things like that are getting basically ran through back and forth, so it's just hard. We do have some low resistance liquidity built up right here though. Low, all these failed lows, swing lows, straight pump at a daily gap. Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying earlier. Like on ES, I want to say a daily gap, right? Because like we already took out the Sunday low, but on NQ we like look a little more bearish. So it's interesting. I want the daily gap on ES, but I want lower in terms of DOL down here on NQ. So we'll see how the hourly gap presents itself. The issue is I feel like we've seen a lot of like these hourly gaps go inversion this week, and it's just not been no follow through. It's definitely gonna be choppy. Yeah, I think so. No bias. I'm out of neutral bias. We have an hourly gap here. If we go IFPG here, we'll see what we can do. Is that because of rollover week? I think, yeah, I think that's part of it. Bro, the thing is, overnight, like I said, overnight has been so clean. Like, this is some very, very expensive sleep. I went to sleep last night. I want to sleep last night, and I was like, it was like 3 Eastern. And I was thinking, I was like, bro, like these moves are so good, bro. Like this move here, right? Like this is beautiful. We had a 15-minute tap. We had also an hourly fair value gap down here that I respected. We had a 1-minute inversion from our 3 a.m. Eastern candle. Like this is a plus setup, right, to the upside. Like that's all you need. But it's like I'm streaming the morning, not the night, so. London has been so clean, and before London, hour before, very expensive sleep. This is a high probability setup with good risk to reward on this. And obviously, you could even drag it out more and then get, you get hit BE. Yes, it is what it is. Go Manoli, how you been, bro? We're at our 50% right now from the low and high, which is good. Holding longs from, that's good. That's good. Right, 9 minutes or 7 minutes before I open here. What were the overnight trades? I need to figure this out. I didn't take anything, but I was looking at this like while it was happening live, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a really good trade setup. We had an hourly gap here and a 15-minute. So when you have multiple gaps like this on the 5 minute, is usually a higher time frame gap. There was an hourly gap down here. We had a 1 minute inversion to the downside or upside, excuse me. In terms internal liquidity. This is really clean action. All right, chat. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. Every 100 likes, we do giveaways. Giveaways are based on how many likes we get, so there's no cap on the giveaways. It's been a super off week for me. Dude, I feel you, bro. I'm down like 40K this week. It's all good. Shit happens. It's just one of those weeks. Yeah, I think it's OPEX today, right? Third Friday of the month. I'm back in June. No, dead ass, bro. Dead ass. I see, we have that daily gap up there. I do feel like previously high is a little too far for this. Too far for this market. It's like 70 points on or 50 points on ES, and then 200 on NQ. That mix wasn't as good as it usually is. Triple witching. Rip. Triple witching, bro. It's so over, bro. It's so over. Like, even this move down here is so clean. Like, the issue is, okay. I'm figuring out the issue and why this week has been hard. We've been sweeping external and internal liquidity all before New York opens. So when New York opens, there's no objective. That's the issue. There's no objective. We already took out sell side. Buy side's too far away. It's just gonna float here. That's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna fucking float and do nothing. It's literally gonna do this. It fucking induces people to go long up here, and then induces people to go short down here, and then we just go back into a range. And I hope I jinxed it and I'm wrong, but that's literally how this week's been. I was like, what's causing this chop in New York? It's because we're sweeping every single higher time frame liquidity, like at the 4-hour lows and 4-hour highs overnight. That's all it is. Like, let's say New York opened down with this candle, right? This is a high probability candle here, because the objective of this candle would be to sweep these lows. Once this low has been swept, this is not a high probability 4-hour candle no more, because at this point it already did what it needed to do. So now it's just chalk. That's all it is. I mean, that's part of trading, right? You sit around for 90% of the time, and then 10% of the time you wait for your executions. I don't call it time wasted. Straight dump New York session, bro. If I knew what was gonna happen right now, I would be a billionaire. We're just sitting in this hourly gap right now. We're gonna create a 15-minute OB most likely. All right, we got a 1 minute to our open here. Let's see what kind of movement we get. There's no expiration. I don't know. I don't believe there is. All right, make sure you drop a like, chat. We got a minute before our open. Every 100 likes, we do giveaway. We are at currently 75 likes, so 60 or 25 more likes, we'll do a giveaway. For me, for that weekly S&T to hold, we're gonna need above this daily gap and a break a structure above this 4 hour as well. Confirmed it's gonna hold. I'll probably look to short this IFEG here. We get it. Like we have an hourly bearish fair value gap. We're kind of just chilling in it. What is S&T? There's videos on YouTube, bro. You can look at what is S&T, and then there's a lot of good videos out there. I'm just checking the R on this. It's not bad restored. Already almost 100 points off this. Low 50-point candle. The hourly flipped quickly. Bro, what is this 1 minute candle, dude? I want to take this IFEG, but we're all the way down here already. God damn, bro. God damn, it's so frustrating to trade this market, bro. Oh, so frustrating.
Still remember you stayed a little more.
Oh, the market's really funny, guys. Really funny. The exact IVG I wanted with the LRLR, we fucking closed 100-point candle to the downside. Moves are for sure happening before 9:30 and after 9:30 is the exact. Yeah, bro. After 9:30 is like, oh my god. Like, do we even know how to trade? Wait and see what happens here. Stay patient. Oh my god, this move up is gonna be insane though, because we have all these failed swing highs on YM, on NQ, everywhere. Just a lot of failed swing highs. All right, let's see if we go for this fair value gap up here though. What do we get for breakfast? I'm looking at hungry right now.
Still feels near.
We go for like a tea. I'll probably get a tea.
Funny how silence gets loud when you're not
Yeah, I'll probably get a tea.
Come back tonight. Don't stay gone. Come back tonight. Where you belong. Come back tonight. Hold me close. If love feels broken, we need it most. I walk past your doorway
Nah, no eating, tea only.
every day. Like maybe somehow you'll come back my way. I don't need forever. I don't need to know. I just need one moment before you go. Come back to
Yeah, the equal.
say my name
The ES still needs to run its low resistance right here.
tonight. It's not the
It's been a back and forth market. Like, I can see this kind of rebounding here soon. If we get really aggressive, we'll go for those lows down at 200s. There's no expiration. No, I already answered the question. It's a weird PA from the last 2 weeks, bro. It's weird PA for the last like. I mean, look at the weekly candles, bro. All right, I'm gonna show you guys something. In my entire life of trading, yes, my entire life of trading, which starts right. It starts right here, right? In my entire life of trading, I have never seen weekly candles like this back to back to back to back. 4 weekly candles. Look at this shit, bro. Look. What the fuck is going on right here? In my entire journey since early 2021, I have never seen the weekly candles as bad as this. And the lower time frame just as bad as this. This has been the worst price action I have traded in my career, without a doubt. And I don't say that lightly, because sometimes where I troll about it, but this is the worst price action, and it's not even close. This is pure consolidation hell. We have not moved on NQ since September. This has been, I thought this was bad, right? The December to February range, I thought that was bad. Then they started this bullshit ass move. This is the worst move I ever had in my life. The only thing that's keeping me motivated is I understand, like, if we continue lower with all these fail swing highs, this monthly gap is gonna print like millions of dollars here. This though, this shit happening right here is the worst thing ever. It's so bad.
I'm trying not to ask if you're about to leave. Stay a little longer.
I posted a video yesterday. I'm like, you will literally get better trading by not doing shit, especially in this environment. Like, you will simply get better by, you will be ahead of the curve by not trading this. And I get it. People like trading like every day for some reason, but dude, this is not the environment to do so. And look, people might be thriving in this environment, right? Different people, different models, different views of the market. For me, this is like, whoa. Which is perfect. I'm going to Japan in 10 days. I can't wait, bro. This is like the perfect time for me to leave. We'll still be streaming. Don't worry about that, but it'll be way more risk off.
I just need this moment before you go. Stay a little longer. Look at me. Stay a little longer. Let us be. Stay a little
We'll let it go down to the external low if it needs to. I know a high probability trade will come off of 24.2 or the previous high of day. I don't think we're gonna get previous high of day anytime soon, but all right. West sessions from Japan. We'll trade New York sessions. So I think it's like 10 p.m. open. Previous 2 days spread action give me hope. Give you hope. Yeah, I didn't like yesterday's PA either. I think that's I was there trading last best in food. Where you go? Yeah. I'm gonna to the main spots. This is my second time going. Like I'm kind of an expert these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in Japan for a full month. Full month. From the 30th to April 22nd. Okay, not a full month, more like 3 weeks and some change. Yo, I could trade Globex. You're right, bro. That Globex is good. Dude, my top step live has hit in like 2 daily loss limits back to back, bro. This is like not it. I can't catch a move. So I'm gonna put risk off until market turns around. All right, I got a 5-minute gap here approaching. Well, let's see if we can play a continuation off this 5-minute gap. ES has equal lows here. Hopefully we got like a pretty decent move up, like right here, and then come back down, create an inversion, and drop lower.
We don't need the answers. We don't need to know. Sometimes love just
5-minute gap here approaching. I would take this 5-minute gap straight up. It is a little bit of a wide gap though.
I don't need forever.
And the way I've seen this wacky ass market bend, I could totally see this 15-minute BPR just sending it right back up. So that's why I'm gonna wait for extra confirmation.
Right now, is you next to me
ES has relative equal lows though. NQ has taken those lows out.
tonight? Look at me. Don't go tonight. Let me see. Don't go tonight.
All right. 5-minute gap has been activated.
If this is ending, not goodbye.
Yeah, Supreme. That's what I'm kind of saying. Like the early external sweeps before New York Open has made this very back and forth, basically. I don't have. Yeah, I could totally see this going both ways from here. But we'll play a. Hopefully we go a little bit higher into like the 50s, and we'll hopefully we get like a 1-minute inversion, and we'll play that. Be a little bit safer off this 5-minute. I normally just trade ES. All right, NQ. Excuse me.
We used to laugh at nothing much. Now I just remember your touch. Every step feels strange somehow.
Chat. Lucid Pro is the 1-day pass, right?
Your voice still lives inside my head.
Correct.
Little things you used to say. Time keeps moving on and
Look at that, right into the 5-minute gap. This is why I'm kind of being a little iffy.
lost in your echo tonight. Calling your name
Right, Lucid. Okay.
in the dark. I tried to
Let's grab some of those accounts. And pro is better, I feel like. All right, if we get it moved down like this, I'll take a short. Like underneath the OB here.
Every street reminds me why love can fade but never die. Memories don't disappear, they just
Oh, I see the DLL. Okay.
stay near.
Kind of a small DLL, but it's fine.
Maybe someday I'll move on, find a place where I belong. But tonight the truth I know is I miss you so.
Trade carefully today. I fully agree. This is
I'm lost in
it's something to say the least.
calling your name in the dark. I try to leave you.
All right, let's start with 3 accounts and then we'll work our way up to 5 if when we pass these. You guys want to see some full port price action here on these evals or what? Kind of decide I don't want to put risk on live today. We'll grab some evals. Daily gap? I mean, yeah, I think so too. We'll see. This is still super low prob. Dude, I haven't traded with Lucid in a very, very long time.
If the silence speaks your name, I will whisper back the same. Somewhere in the night,
All right, accounts are pending.
remains.
Accounts are pending. Let's see YM. Is YM gone? Oh my goodness, dude. What the frick is this? YM is completely gone. We gotta change it and say delivery to the downside. We'll play continuation.
Cold sky. We used to talk till morning light. No silence fills the room tonight. Your shadow still walks in my mind, but you're someone I can't find. Pictures fading on the
A 5-minute OB here too.
I still hear you when I fall. Every word
Made Mac.
left unsaid
You full ported that candle. God damn.
in my head. Where did you go when the lights
All right, 5 minutes still has the OB. Anything under this OB, I'm taking a short. I don't want to front run this. Is my accounts ready? How long does it take to make a Lucid account or activate it? Within 5 minutes during market hours. Okay. Okay. Wide stop. This is nothing, bro. This is nothing. People always look at the stop and not the TP. Okay, so flex is 2-day pass. I'll grab a couple flex accounts too.
Every street reminds me of little pieces of our love.
No, I bought it on Rhythmic. No. I didn't want to buy it on Rhythmic, bro. Fuck, I hate Rhythmic so much. God damn it. I guess we'll try out Trade C. God damn it, bro. I did not mean to buy it on Rhythmic. I was like, wait, am I buying it off the wrong thing? I am. God damn it. Is Trade C good, chat? I heard it's fucking ass. I'm not gonna lie. I heard it's super duper slow and choppy and laggy. I wasn't even paying attention. I feel like Trade Rebate on the bottom. We'll try it out though. We'll see how it goes. Fuck with it. The fills are so shit. Okay. Half the other thing is good. Half the other thing is bad. Let's see. I've never used Trade C. Hopefully it's not that hard to set up. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing all that shit right now. I'm not doing all that right now. I'm just gonna buy another set of accounts and we'll trade with those. I'm not gonna set up the Trade C right now. That's something I'll do off stream. Let me save my accounts and I'll save it for later. All right, still nothing yet. I'm waiting for this 5-minute closure beneath this here, and we'll take a short. No, we closed this so much lower. 70-point candle. Goodness gracious. We gotta get a pullback here. I don't like how we're closing these. Like, I'm trying to take shorts, but like the entry is so lower than what it needs to be. I don't want to trade something that I'm supposed to be like 45 points away from my original entry. Chat, what's my rhythmic username, bro? Is the one they sent? Bro, I wanted to take this short so bad. I wanted to pull back into like at least 380s. Lower RR, we'll take this too. All right, bet. Failed to connect to rhythmic account. Permission denied. Yep, we're done with that. We are done with that. Better Trade Rebate. Better Trade Rebate. Before I get rage baited by rhythmic, let's just get off that. Dude, I didn't even take the trade. I was waiting for the pull back into it. I guess the bias was right, but damn. You too, Den. Have a good weekend, bro. I'll still take this fair value gap if we get it before NQ low. Big if though. We're pretty close to the low.
Clock keeps moving, body slow. Every touch says don't let go. Morning waits outside the door. We're not ready for what's more. If this fades when daylight shows, let it fade, don't make it hurt. We were fire, we were smoke. Nothing promised.
We have S&T in this 1 minute gap with ES. Kind of wacky. But if we're going to pull back into this 1 minute, we'll take this. All right. I'm going to jab small. I'll add a little bit if we go higher. If we go a little bit higher into this gap, I'll add. We'll play for external, obviously. All right. We got our entry here in this. We'll add a little bit more, like I said, if we go higher.
When the sound is gone and the lights turn white, I remember you.
Okay, we'll make it easy and just go down. That'd be great.
Between the lines.
Okay. I like to see it. I just want 318. 318 is what I'm looking for. A slam through 318 would be great here. We'll go, like I said, we'll keep this stop even. We'll adjust the stop.
We said goodbye like it was nothing, like we'd be fine the morning after.
All we need is 14, 12 more points. That's all we need. Next candle should take it down.
Every silence hits a little harder. I try to drown it in the noise, neon lights and broken sleep, but every beat keeps pulling.
When we're having like a bearish trend or like a bullish trend, I'll take like the gap originally and then I will add if I need to, if we go deeper into the gap.
They stay in my head. I walk through the dark with the things we never said.
Bang, there it is. Okay, boom,
Your echoes don't fade,
boom, there it is.
no matter how
Go BE here. Go BE here. If we go back to this gap, it's gonna be. Chat. I exited on my lucid flex because that's 50% consistency. Look at this. It's 50% consistency, so I exited a little early on this one. I'm still holding on other ones. You guys can see the P&L. 3.5K on this. Those 4 minis for 44 points. And we're gonna continue lower here, hopefully. Chat, we gotta trade. We gotta trade.
time moves on, but not my mind. It circles
Send it down, bro. Send it down. Send it down. Send it to ES lows overnight.
the past in every song, like you're still dancing next to me.
Yo, make sure you guys are either trimmed or BE here. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep it a scalp. We're gonna keep it a scalp day. I have a full series on this on building buffer. All right, chat. 60 points here on this trade. Make sure you are managing. Make sure you take a trim because we are at the NQ lows. I would have passed the pro accounts, bro. If I figured out how to log into TradeC, I would have passed the fucking pro accounts. Or yeah, the pro accounts.
Walk it alone. Your echoes don't fade. They burn in the dark. I'm trying
I don't know why my rhythmic usernames don't work. Password. Do I have to like activate them before somewhere before I trade them on TradeC or no? Oh, now it worked. Fuck out of here, bro. I was doing the exact same shit before. All right, ES took out its low as well. Definitely make sure you guys are trimmed here. If you guys aren't, don't be a donut. Yo, TradeC kind of looks kind of clean, but let's see how it works. That's better. I was like, am I tweaking because of... Chat, how do I fucking copy trade on this? I don't know how to copy trade on this, guys, but yeah, I don't know how to copy trade on this. And I try to copy trade on this, but fuck it. It's all over the place right now because I gotta set up my dashboard or set up my thing. All right, top right. Oh, top right. Okay. Ah, okay. I can use this. Okay, I see. That's solid. All right, almost 100 points on the setup here, chat. We finally fucking caught a good trade. It took all the way till Friday, but at least we caught one. Thank you, Mara. I see the Discord. Let's go, chat. Come on, drop this bitch. 100 points on this trade. 100 fucking points. Finally, bro, we caught a good trade. God damn, bro. It was stressful last week. We are only 60 points away from our lows. Keep that in mind. Let's check the 5-minute here. It's probably like a 5-minute gap for me. Yeah, I think we'll create this 5-minute gap. Trade off that. So normally, like I said, when we're in a trend like this and we have like a continuation and we have a fair value gap like this, you always want to trade the initial tap and then you can add always if it goes higher. That's why I always play it. Yeah, we already trade hit about 100 points. Waiting for either continuation or we get stopped at BE. Either way, I'm fine with it. Like I said, the 5-minute gap is most likely going to get formed here for the 5-minute. We have upper wick. We took out the lows so far. Ideally, I would like to see a continuation because we have those Sunday lows on NQ. I don't know what I did, but I removed my stuff on accident. All right, 5-minute gap has been activated here. I accidentally took away the DOM and I don't know how to get it back. I feel like a complete noob right now. I entered off purely off of a fair value gap. I don't always trade inversions. I usually, in this case, we traded the fair value gap entry here. Ideally, we get a continuation. If we go back into range, it's gonna be a little difficult to play rest of the day. But we caught our piece of the pie. Now we're just kind of seeing if we get our runners to final TP or not. That weekly open is, yeah. I'm kind of looking for underneath that weekly. It's like 24.2 down at the lows. If we inverse the 5-minute, I don't know. I wouldn't take that setup. I'm not gonna lie. Just because we're so close to these lows, we're just flirting with these lows. To me, that's not high probability. I'm not gonna lie. Just isn't. I'm not in longs. I'm holding runner shorts. My stop's at 360. My BE. Either we hit full TP at 214 or BE at 360.
We talked in circles late at night, saying more but meaning less. Every pause felt twice as long. Every truth stayed unexpressed. There's nothing left to say.
All right, 5 minutes is currently rejected. I really do think we're gonna go see these lows at 214. That'd be ideal. You guys are looking at what lows I'm talking about. I'm talking about these lows down here. I'll mark out so you guys can see the number. 216. 5 minutes currently rejecting. This is where it's risk-free. We just let the market do what it wants to do. Higher or lower, we are indifferent. We already took our TP. We just got our draw. Desi, I've been looking for a no wick 1 hour and 4 hour candle for target. It's been a game changer. Dude, I'm so glad to hear that because a lot of people did not know that. I mentioned it on stream and then I followed up with a video right after just to explain it even more. When you have no wick on the hourly and the 4 hour, the daily, anything on the higher time frame, that usually means there's no manipulation, which means we're going to go back to the original consolidation before the distribution occurred. So yes, I'm very glad you guys learned something like that. That's a really big thing. Because all wicks is simply a manipulation, right? And there's no manipulation, there should be a move back into that original consolidation, and we shouldn't move too far from that area. Which is why when ES was at highs this week, I think this is why this week was frustrating, because I was so bearish on the week. Because if you looked at the ES open from this week, right, Sunday open, we had no wick down there. So when we didn't go down there originally, I'm like, okay, what are we doing? And then once we got our highs, I feel like we started dropping, which is good. And I had a bearish bias, but I wasn't able to capitalize on it because the lower time frame was just too bad for me, and all the moves were happening overnight. All right, back to 100 points in profits on this trade. Let's see a continuation, like I said, into those lows. High resistance. I'm pretty sure, like, if we do take this out, it's gonna be something like this. Like, obviously we're high resistance, and it will probably pop back up into range. That's what I'm guessing. We're forming a lot of failed swing highs at this point. If we take out that weekly low, I think we can go back into our high. Are you gonna take a short of the retrace and a target? I'm already in shorts from up here. I guess let me draw this out a little bit better. This is our trade. I took this off the 1 minute gap here. I had my stop loss above, targeting these lows, and I said if we move higher into this gap, I'll add more. So we're currently sitting in this right here. I want to see a drop into 216 here. I want to see a fat knife through this low here. $120 points so far. Let's see a continuation. 5-minute gap with a perfect rejection. Perfect rejection. Chat, make sure to drop a like. Every 100 likes is a giveaway. Currently we are like, I think 130. So if we want to do 4 giveaways, gotta lock in.
I woke up feeling fine. Then your name crossed my mind. It wasn't even deep, just a thought, just a line. The sun was in my eye.
You say you're gonna scalp 30 for the okay, the conviction hold over 100 points. It's just simply like going break even. I took the majority of my positions out. You guys saw at those lows, and then we got continuation, which was good. It kind of aligned because look, we had a hourly rejection. We rejected our current 5-minute gap up here. So bearish, right? We're currently respecting the hourly gap, but we're respecting our 5-minute gap down here. So once we got down here, violation of this order block, I'm like, okay, we can start running for our extra low. Like I said, I only expected these lows at 320s, and a little bit lower. And then once we didn't, I mean, it's just holding your trade until DOL gets hit or break even. That's usually how the runners usually typically move a lot, is just waiting for either break even or that external low. Like if we take out 216, I'll trim a little bit more, and then I'll hold even a slightly, like maybe like one more contract, right? And then at that contract runs either break even or lower into, we'll see what the next draw would be. So it's just playing it like that. But a lot of back and forth, high resistance. This is where you just don't touch the market. Like you just let it do what it wants to do. If it wants to go back higher and doesn't leave these lows, it is what it is. We're indifferent to this. This is why I think taking trims is good, because it becomes risk free, and then there's no like tension or anything like that. Like you're just chilling. Got a 15-minute gap here. Ideally, I wanted this 15-minute gap to be left a breakaway gap. Why? Because let's say we go to this 15-minute here, right? If we would have left this 15-minute gap open, let's delete it. So this is a 15-minute gap right here, right? Ideally, what would have happened is we left this 15-minute gap untapped. Maybe we still do. Boom, 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 boom. Drive lower. Once we drive here at 216, what's the high probability draw? It's back into that 15-minute gap. So you can even scalp along from this, right? Unmitigated gaps, very good DOL, especially after external sweeps. That's what ideally I would look for here at that low. But we'll see if we get it. The market's back and forth. Have a good weekend, Aryan. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I think we still have some more SMTs down here. That's the thing with ES. Thank you. Go to daily chart. See what ES draw is next. So next ES daily draw would be the next daily low, I guess. Like here, we have equal lows right here. No, we don't. We took out that low. So next low would be the 50% of this daily wick, and then these lows here. I wouldn't mark out this daily low because these are stacked highs, or stacked lows, excuse me, like low resistance liquidity. So if you probably look at this on a lower time frame, it probably looks like this. This on a lower time frame probably looks like this, simply like this. All right. So we have low resistance liquidity built up, high probability area of liquidity to get swept. That's if we have a continuation. So that's how I look at that.
Baby, I'm praying on you.
Yeah, we're already down 1.4%. A lot. I'm not sure what the sound's called. It's just a playlist. Chill deep house mix. Chat, I heard the movie Project Hail Mary is really good. I want to watch that. Definitely a weekend watch. Currently hour chart. We have another OB created. Like, whatever happens, like let's say we get break even on the rest of them, we're still that draw at 216 is still going to be the high probability because we have so many bearish PD rays now built. We have an hourly OB and we also have an hourly or 15-minute 15-minute FEG and an hourly OB that we can play off of if it doesn't go down into those lows. Currently we're still kind of floating around. Hopefully we get like a quick slam underneath. That'd be good. I still think ES or NQ lows are in play. Chuck Norris passed away. GG's, rest in peace.
I've been walking on a thin line. Every thought is out of sync. Voices echo in the distance.
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway soon after this.
Say too much, then never speak.
Do you have an option to, bro? I have a 4-part series coming out on Instagram, bro. Stay with me, bro. It should be done either this weekend or early next weekend. Or early next week. I got you guys, don't worry. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me the same question. I got you guys. Are we just recorded it or does it gonna get edited and stuff? It's gonna be a short series too. So back and forth. I'm just using BD or B80J. So like whatever contract it is already adjusted to it.
Every promise feels like static. Every goodbye feels like time. If the dark becomes my home now, I won't try to run away. I was never built for stillness. I was born to drift and stay. Carry the night on my shoulders. Heavy but it keeps me awake. Every step makes me strong.
Can we just like drop like a 50-point candle? Yeah, we can see your message, bro. Yeah, I have a bunch of videos on my Instagram for education. This is really dragon chat. 50 points from DOL. I just want to see a quick knife into it and we'll be good to go for the stream. Need. God. This is just playing with these lows. This until this FEG here goes. All right, let's just run the giveaway while we wait for this. Hopefully, the giveaway triggers the low. All right, giveaway tab. We'll do a 1 minute. 2 winners. 400 SPF points. All right, make sure you guys enter the giveaway. I'll link the Discord right now in the bio. It's free. Just go join the Discord, scroll down to where you see giveaway. Press this little button right here, and it'll prompt that you've successfully joined the giveaway. Yeah, how do I get the Dom back on Trade C? I don't know where it went. I accidentally closed it out. I don't know how to get it. Yo, nice, bro. I'm glad you. I saw that message, bro. Pretty sure I liked it too. Glad you're able to bounce back, bro. Glad you're able to bounce back. Good work, good work. So Trade C is basically Project X 2.0 from what I see. On the top right, okay. Nope, that's light mode. Settings, no. Hotkeys, copy trading risk, nope. I'll figure it out later. That's what it is. Bro, it's so slow. Can we just hit DOL already? That woman inversion is fucking, I don't know what it's made out of. Or that woman in gap, excuse me. Just holding up here. In the Discord. All right, winners. Nice, Mara. Congrats. The premium member right there. All right, Mara, congrats on the giveaway. And G-Pal, congrats on the giveaway. Make sure to DM me your smart prop from email.
I found you in a crowd. crowded room, same old lies, a different truth. Your smile hits like deja vu, like I've been waiting just for you. We don't have.
All right, looks like we're gonna go for that 15-minute gap, I guess. Keep in mind we are break even stops at 360, 70s. All right, ES is about to tap this gap right now. It's gonna end up being a long stream if this just chops around.
Drops hard, the room goes thin. Every look pulls me back in. We both know this won't last, but we're already in.
All right, have some SMT right on the 15-minute gap. I just want to see this hit the lows. Is there any more giveaways? It depends. Every 100 likes we do one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut off the stream here soon. I don't want to be on for too long. We're already been on for 90 minutes. We'll let the market do its thing. All right, chat. I hope you guys were able to catch some green today. We're gonna let the market do its thing. Either break even at 360 or we hit full TP at 212. I'll update the Discord when either one of those happens. I appreciate you guys for being on, supporting all week. Finally, we're able to catch a good trade. So I hope you guys were able to catch some green today off that. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Super slow. The stream's kind of running a little bit longer than I like to stream, so I'm gonna get up on out of here. My DOL bias is still gonna be those lows. I have my stops at break even or my TP at 212. I don't need to be at the charts for this. All right, peace and love, chat. I hope you guys had a great week. Pretty good stream today. I'll see you guys Monday live again, 9 a.m. Eastern. I have a bunch of content being posted on Instagram. Make sure, let me go link to Instagram. Make sure you guys go check out the IG. All my education videos have been on there as of late. So make sure you guys go drop a like, follow, whatever. I have another video about to post here shortly on inversions. And yeah. All right. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Catch you guys.